Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are back with ProtoManly's weather mod, and this is actually 0.14, point 11, because there's so many bug fixes that have just been added, but yeah, this is the big update. Yeah, I just made a brand new skin, because the other skin, was kind of just ripped from, some, skins website, and I actually kind of wanted my own skin, kind of weather related, but yeah, that's my new skin. Looks pretty nice in my opinion. Actually, I'd say it's pretty decent for first time making a skin. But yeah. Anyways, we got a bunch of stuff to go over here. It's called the Thermodynamic update. A bunch of new stuff. I think it's the biggest update they've had so far, with a bunch of new additions and changes and fixes and stuff like that. Yeah. Anyways, for first off, we got soundings, brand new soundings. They've complete thermodynamic overhaul. Weather balloons, weather platforms, sounding viewers, connectors. We got risk outlooks from day 3 days, within 1 day, risk indicator, new precipitation types. They got sleet, freezing rain, and wintry mix. Sleet and ice blocks, layer blocks. So they got snow fog, reinforced glass blocks, panes, and all that. Hold up, is it raining? Oh dang, that's a problem. But yeah, never mind that. But we got reinforced glass blocks and panes to probably be stronger during tornadoes and stuff. Lunar lighting on clouds, so it's not all the clouds aren't black anymore. Hopefully, we got maximum tornado with configs. You can finally have larger tornadoes if you want in your world. They got new command variants, so build 2, allowing for storms to build up to a certain strength. Yeah, if you don't want it to be just maxed out all the way and drop a tornado or anything like that. Buff added to squall spawn chances during cold weather. Snow particle texture, larger tornadoes are more common. Yeah, because those really small ones are really common. Tornado width and wind speed is now smoothed out on a client, preventing jittering. Alright, bet. Rain and hail core relocated on supercells. Yeah, because what it would do if you're right by the tornado, oh my, okay, yeah, like I was saying, the rain and hail core would just be right where the tornado spawns. It wouldn't actually be on a core part of the storm, and kind of where the rotation would be on the south side, where not much rain and hail actually happens. Fall damage from tornadoes are now more common. All blocks have a broader damage curve. Rain shafts are now rendered differently. Large enough tornadoes are forced to rope out. Here's the fixes. Storms no longer have a cutoff around their edges. Yeah, server-sided fix for the Storm class and improving third-party add-on support. Wind sound volume bug, which caused all wind sounds apart from supercell and tornado wind sounds. Waffle sky, fixed background clouds rendering. Yeah, that's kind of an issue actually. Removals the risk outlook map. Yeah, some stuff, like I said, have probably been changed slightly since this is version 0.14.11, the most recent version. But yeah, as you can see, we got a bunch of new stuff to go over here. But yeah, let's get it started. Yeah, anyways, we got our first stuff here. We got reinforced glass and reinforced glass pane. So basically, they can survive stronger tornadoes and stuff. But yeah, if you go ahead and type PM weather, and then block strength, and then you do PM weather, reinforced glass. It'll say reinforced glass damaged at 163 miles an hour. So that's pretty strong. It's a good old EF3 tornado right there. Good strong EF3. Now for the pane, it's probably less, but if we do reinforced glass pane here, yeah, 133. So that's yeah, strong EF2 right there. So yeah. Next up here we got the weather station, which actually is way different here. So it looks like we got. See, now there's 3 SBC risks that can happen, and it's risk peak within how many things of the day. And it shows you dew point and temp, kind of normal stuff in the last one, but it actually shows 3 risks in a day, kind of if you ever played the Storm Chasers Reborn and Twisted and stuff like that on Roblox. As you can see, we got a marginal here. Actually, no, look, now slight for the next 3 days. The risk peak can be in 7 minutes, so chances are a storm could probably spawn, or the strongest potential in the next 7 minutes. But yeah, the next block here we have a sounding viewer, which shows the soundings, shows your dew point and temp. This block also works together with it. It is a balloon platform, so you can send a weather balloon up, and then get your sounding, get the readings off the sounding, kind of how it works in real life. Yeah, you also need the connector tools to connect these two together to make it work. So basically, if you go ahead and set a weather balloon on it, and then connect this into that, and then bam, we have a sounding viewer now. as it rises up there. It'll take a little bit for a reading to come through here, but yeah, it should show the dew point, the temp, and the parcel. I'm not sure if eventually they're gonna add like photographs, which is kind of like curve in the elevation, kinda. I'm not sure if they're gonna ever add that. But yeah, well, that's going ahead and doing that thing. The next thing would be the ice layer, which kind of just, you know, it'll add ice to like your wintry mix or whatever, and then it's kind of same with sleet. If it's like in the colder temperatures and biomes and stuff, but it's gonna melt in this one because, you know, it ain't that. Oh, it looks like we have some data coming through as it looks to be getting there. So I can't remember exactly on like how close in the, because I know like if there's a little notch or something, there's like a dry layer in the atmosphere, which is called like the cap or whatever. It needs to erode or something like that. I don't know fully on this. I kind of have to read into it more, and but this is probably your more like in-depth stuff if any of you guys know. But yeah, this will change drastically depending on the conditions. Yeah, this game just get more and more detailed. This mod is absolutely insane. And it looks like we got a storm over there. But yeah, as the storm advances, let's go ahead and show the crafting recipe for all these things. So first, the reinforced glass, you need orange or any color stained glass, and then you need a piece of obsidian to kind of like make that like reinforced thing. But yeah, you get 8 of those. And then the glass pane, you actually need 6 reinforced glass to have, you know, kind of like, you know, the actual glass. And then if you go over here, those are the same. Or here's the sounding viewer. It takes 2 redstone torches, a comparator, and 5 iron, and a redstone lamp. Balloon platform, 3 blocks of iron, 4 ingots, and 2 redstone. So basically like an anvil, but you need 2 redstone. Now the next thing is a connector. All you need is a copper ingot, redstone torch, really easy. The balloon, you need any color wool, string, 2 pieces of iron, and redstone. And then these are just like natural that, you know, you can get probably with Silk Touch or something. And look here, we have this brand new storm. The lightning looks insane. Like, it actually looks crazy. Like, I love the lightning in this game so much. Go ahead, use this. Looks like, oh, we're in a moderate right now. And the risk peak is in 2 minutes, so chances are it'll probably drop a tornado before it even gets here. This village is definitely in trouble right now. Dude, the lightning looks absolutely insane. Yeah, I think we got a funnel. Yep, we got a funnel right now. A pretty big one. Yeah, this is not good for the village. I do not have, the lightning's actually crazy. I do not have a map player that spawn on, so yeah. Bro, this thing was terrifying. Imagine this just coming through your world right now. Like, imagine you live in this village and you just see this thing coming over. Bro, this thing about to be so strong. Yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and in the config here. So, if you go to mods, and then if you have a bunch of these, or not, you can just find it like this. But if you have a bunch of mods installed and all that, just go ahead and type proto, or, sorry. Alright, so for whatever reason, I could not find it in the search, even after typing this. But yeah, I just went ahead and scroll and I found it. But yeah, anyways, if you go ahead and go to the server settings here, as you can see, we have new stuff. If you go here, it says maximum tornado width, which is 375 blocks, but it ranges from 100 to 800. So like, if you want 800 width tornadoes, which is like wedges, pretty big wedges, I'm pretty sure. You have that can up to 800 block width is the max. But yeah, as we're coming up closer on this tornado here, it is getting bigger and bigger, definitely. But as you can see, it's raining, but it's not like hailing or anything like really bad. The core of the storm is kind of like that way, kind of like an actual like supercell that you see in real life. That thing is just getting bigger and bigger. Look at this. It is getting stronger as it comes over to land here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it's picking up stuff now. I don't think it's too strong. At least just yet. Dang, look at that. It is coming over here. It's gonna miss the village, but that is doing some serious damage over there with all those leaves and stuff. Yeah, that's getting strong too. Yeah, 2 moderates so far. The risk peak is now. I'm not sure how long it lasts. That is another thing. As we go ahead and put the radar out, there is also a squall line I have not seen. Yeah, there it is. As you can see, the rotation's actually like here, and the core is actually where it's supposed to be, which is really nice. So yeah, the core is actually coming in here. We also have a squall line too. The cell looks bigger than it did before on the radar, which is pretty interesting. Maybe it's like more to scale. which I think looks right. Yeah, look at that thing. It's lifting right now. Kind of see the squall forming now. Look at that. Yeah, we are back, but there's a new build to command. So if you do PM weather, and then you do spawn, let's just say super stell, you can do build to, so you can do how strong you want it to be until it starts dying. So let's do like stage 2, and then the energy that goes up to that goes up to 100, or sorry, 99. So let's just do like 60, and then there we go. It will spawn somewhere on the map. It will strengthen it. It will strengthen to stage 2, energy 60, and then start dying from there. Yeah, if we go ahead and make it night here, so let's just do time set night, and bam! As the moon comes up, there will be this like nice moon shadow to some of these clouds, or like this moon glow on some of these clouds here. And yep, look at that. As you can see, you can actually kind of see the clouds at night. It's kind of like dimmer, but yeah, that's kind of what it. Dude, I've been telling you, this is literally what it looks like in real life. And the sun's fully out, and you got a storm little cell over there, and you can still kind of see, like, you know, how bright it is from the full moon. Yeah, as you can see, there's our storm. It is way darker and a dark rain sheet. Here we go. We got ourselves a storm here that I spawned in. This will only go to stage 2, 99. As you can see, the rotation is actually separate from the core of the storm over there, which is a really nice feature. And it's actually most realistic, as the rotation part of the storm is really never the actual core. As you can see, I'm over here in a snow biome now, and it's melting, I guess, for some reason. I'm not sure why. I'm here in the mountains now, and it is finally not melting. But yeah, if we go ahead and do spawn, I guess actually, or sorry, let's do tornado. Let's do 5 and then 5, or actually 1 and then 5. And this, yep, okay, so here's the snow fog in the game. Looks pretty cool, and actually new snow effects too, along with that snow building. And I believe if we go down here, there should be like more of a wintry mix, I believe. Okay, yeah, here we go. Here's some wintry mix. This is the sleet layer, and that's the ice layer. Pretty cool addition to the game. It's kind of like rainy-ish and also snowy. This is when the temperature is around freezing, which is 32 degrees. There's that storm right there. Pretty nice. Some snow fog and lightning, which you'd actually call like thunder snow when it's like a blizzard outside and it's lightning. I have no idea how this is even considered a plains village at all, when like 90% of it is in the snow biome. Anyways, that is all for the new showcase on the new updated weather mod, and it's gonna be awesome to see what this mod has in the future. But yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Tornadoes last longer on average, yes. The changes that they've added,